count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters. Whole team count, that's a big number.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Texans.
This is it. Wait, take. Man, I got you.
They'll run on first down. Holloway. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mark 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Ready? Showing up. Showing up. Any weapon. Boom, boom.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, hut. Get the flag. Squeeze. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Set, go. 66. Bullet. High. Shoot.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And all the way down to the 26. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 26. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slam, Taylor. Slam, slam, slam. Get it on. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Chance. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Cunningham looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten go. Check out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Pittsburgh. Check 55, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check it out. Watch Twigs. Watch it go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The Texans' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
That's it,
It's
baby.
now
That's
3rd
it.
and goal.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Mike. Short. Right there in the middle. 55. In your face. Mike 55. Mike 55. Coming for you. Last second.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try the left side. It's Holloway. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw. Watson rolling to his right. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He may try and run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now again, right side, Holloway. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson going deep this time into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yo, 555. Here I come.
Cunningham to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
59! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You better bring the car. You better bring. That's it. Right now, you better bring. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, 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 hey. 59, go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
The chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. After the run, Watson going to throw. at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Play 50.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Zip it. Play.
Off play action. It's Cunningham. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check Mike. Watch 55. Record. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. All you get is a headache. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. What? Go.
Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Control. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Kill.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Delta. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm on.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Where's the tap? 19. Rip left. Can you run? 41 to Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Motion. 24.
Don't say nothing.
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Watson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 41. Hey, man.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
55 to Mike. Check, 55. Turn up.
To throw on third down. Cunningham. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Cunningham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going. But it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got you. I don't take.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, come on. Watch 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Go.
Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Frank. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Where'd he go? All day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Frank going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Set. Watch the run. They're running it.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 66 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Kill! Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Frank toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. 6 yards. Tie that left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
55.
First and
Right there,
10 at
55.
41-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't. Ready, go. Zoom. Mike 55. Mike 55. Ready.
On first down, Cunningham. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, ready. 15 running. Ball track. 80 weapon. Flare. Watch the safety creep. Check the backer. Set, cut.
On the ground, Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Off play action. Frank. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under crunch. Check 4. Big egg. Shoot. Watch the
Now Kamara. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Mike 55. Mike 55. 3 buzz. Mike 55. Check 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Frank. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Young Trip is beast, baby. Young Trip is beast. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. 2031.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On 1st down, it's Holloway. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Man, I got you. Go. 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holloway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
I got you. Hey, 59.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
That's the West. Hey, 59. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Check Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Frank. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Frank. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Frank, he's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal.
Let's go, baby. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 49. Let's go.
Throwing now, Watson. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Third and goal, here's the option left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.